Good morning. Hi, Dr. Melody here with Fit+Faith. Welcome to our next session of natural and non-toxic living. We are a few minutes behind. Normally we'd go at 8 a.m. Pacific time, but today we're at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. So hopefully you'll be able to join me. Thank you so much for being here. And we have started a new session called Natural and Non-Toxic Living. Gosh, at least a month, maybe a month and a half ago. And the purpose of this is to talk about different ways that we can enhance our livelihood, enhance our well-being, all with returning to nature, right? With natural remedies. And so that is the purpose of this new session for natural and non-toxic living. And today we're talking about how to have the best sleep you'll ever have. Sleep is so critical for us, and how many of you know and you've experienced what that's like when you have not had a good night's sleep, right? What are the negatives when you have not had a good night's sleep? You're groggy, your eyes are puffy, you're just dragging, you're just foggy in your brain, you don't have mental sharpness or clarity, right? All these things. But then on the contrast, how about when you've had an amazing night's sleep? How do you feel the next day? You feel amazing, right? You feel like, oh my gosh, I'm on top of the world. I'm ready to go. I have so much energy. I have so much focus. I have so much, just mental clarity and quickness. Your body feels good. It's ready to go. It's because our body was designed to do some really important things while we sleep. And so I would love to begin to hear from you. What are some of your favorite natural ways to help you begin to get a good night's sleep? Go ahead and start typing them in the comments below. I'm going to share some of my favorites and maybe some new things that you haven't heard before, or maybe some things that you have heard but that you just haven't implemented them yet. So I want to share with you. So if you've got a pen and paper, you'll probably want to write some of these things down so that you can have the best night's sleep ever. Our body needs it. So what are the benefits of having a good night's sleep? We already talked about some of them. But did you know that when you go to sleep and you actually get restful, meaningful sleep, that means going into REM sleep and going through all the different phases that your brain goes through, all the different mental brainwave phases, they each serve a different purpose in your brain, and you need sleep in order to activate those things. And so your brain goes to work, and your brain lights up different areas inside when you're sleeping. So your creativity in your brain really gets fired up. This is why we dream when we sleep, right? Our creativity is going crazy and our brain is solving problems. Your brain is a master computer, the world's most highly designed computer that even in today's technology, they still haven't been able to compare to what our brain is able to do. And so when you're sleeping, your brain just does amazing things. Your brain is lighting up and it's solving problems and it's giving you ideas and it's helping you that when you wake up the next day, you have answers to some of the questions that you've been having. Have you ever had that? Have you ever experienced that? That's part of the amazing part that your brain is doing for you. And so we need a good night's sleep. Not only that, your brain also has cellular repair. Your brain and your body goes through cellular repair in the night. And so, man, it's so important for us to have a good night's sleep, but there's so many things going against us having a good night's sleep. Isn't that true? What would you say are some of the things that you have struggled to get a good night's sleep for? What are some of the things that keep you up at night that make it difficult for you to get a good night's sleep? If you feel comfortable sharing, would love to hear that from you, and you can start typing it below. But ultimately, for the vast majority of people, there's things that we've created in our world and in our culture that have taken away our good night's sleep. A lot of those things are lights, they're electronics, things like this. Good morning, Grace. Love to see you coming in from South Africa. Wonderful. And so there are things that mess up our brain's natural functioning that it wants to get a good night's sleep. So electronics will do that. Screen time is going to do that. TV time, right? It's all those lights and all that input coming in to your brain. And it's disrupting its ability when it wants to begin to get ready for sleep, which starts happening a few hours before you actually go to bed. So some tips for you today, some things that you could begin to do is really understand that just like any other part of your day, your nighttime actually needs a beneficial routine. And I'm going to share with you one of my most favorite power-packed essential oil products that helps me get a really good night's sleep as well. But your nighttime needs a good routine because your entire body is based off of routine. Your entire body and brain is based off of circadian rhythms that are hormone releases that happen at different times of the day to help your body function at its best. And so there's processes that begin to happen, like the natural release of melatonin that happens a few hours before you're ready to go to sleep, that is going to help your body get into that wonderful restorative rest that you need. But we need to look at some things. What might we be doing that's actually taking away from that? So a few tips for you today are: begin to decrease your screen time at least an hour before bed. How many, myself included, have gone to bed and you're just glued to your phone? You know, and you're literally getting into bed, but yet you're still watching your phone. You're still looking at your phone. That is absolutely counterproductive to helping you get a good night's sleep. We need to reduce our screen time at least 1 to 2 hours before we go to bed. Even starting dimming some of the lights in our home and starting to turn off some of the lights in our home so that you're helping your body create and enhance its natural circadian rhythms of releasing that melatonin. Other things that you could do is your body really responds to temperature variations. And so actually the best temperature for your bedroom to be at night is scientifically shown to be 67 degrees. And some of you may be thinking, oh my gosh, that's so cold, right? My husband likes a cold house, so I'm already used to a colder house than most people. But 67 degrees is going to be the optimal temperature to help your body fall into sleep, but your body likes these temperature contrasts. So having a cool bedroom, having a dark bedroom, and then warming your body up to get into cool sheets is actually going to help facilitate a good night's sleep. So you can do that by taking a hot bath, a hot shower. You can do that by having a hot cup of tea. I love herbal tea that has no caffeine in it at all. So some herbal tea or a hot bath to warm up your body internally, and then going into a colder environment. That temperature contrast is really going to help you for a good night's sleep. Some people also like to take melatonin. You can take melatonin as a natural supplement. And so you want to keep the grams pretty low though, but you want to take a melatonin supplement, just a few grams, 30 minutes to 2 hours before you go to bed. And that can help to facilitate that natural hormone release that's already happening inside your body. But if you've got other natural remedies and other things that you love that really help you to get a good night's sleep, feel free to be sharing them with us below. But some other things is, how about a gentle massage? Do you have a massager in your house at all? I've got multiple ones. I've got like a big handheld one that I can put, on my neck and shoulders, and it's like, and just like massaging you, handheld massager. You could also I've got one that you put around your neck, and it's kind of got these like straps that you put your arms in, so you can vary the pressure, and then it's massaging over your neck and shoulders, and it has a heating component to get nice and warm, helping your muscles to relax. So having a little bit of massage to just relax a lot of the tension and things happening here. We also, sometimes some of the trouble of us going to sleep is our mind. We can't get our mind to shut off. Have you ever had that happen? Your mind is just racing a million miles a minute and you can't get it to shut off enough to go to sleep. And so there's essential oils that can help with that. I'm going to talk about those in just a second. But also, chamomile itself. So having some chamomile tea. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome, Elizabeth. And, there was one other thing I was going to recommend. The massaging. Oh, a weighted blanket. A weighted blanket when you go to sleep can actually also help your body just like get into this deeper state of relaxation and sleep. But there was one more thing and it's just escaping me right now, but that's okay. If I remember it, I'll let you know. So lots of different things that you can do to help your body and calm your mind. That's what it was. It was about calming our racing mind. There is an awesome app out there. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or tried it. Maybe you have it, maybe you don't yet. It's called Abide. And it is an awesome app. I was just turned on to it a few months ago. People have been recommending it for a long time, and I never fully looked into it. And now I'm so happy that I have, and there's a free version and a paid version. But even with the free version, what is so beautiful about the Abide app is it helps you get into like more of a state of calm and mental calming and clarity and relaxation. Ultimately, it's helping you get into a state of ultimately meditation, meditating with the Lord, meditating on His Word. But what I love about that Abide app is it's so soothing and calming. It plays beautiful calming music. It talks about God's Word. It gives interesting questions to kind of ponder and to facilitate you getting into abiding with the Lord. And it's called the Abide app. I highly, highly recommend it. It's a beautiful way to focus your thoughts at the end of the night on the goodness of God, on all the things that you're grateful for, and just getting into this restful place. It's so soothing. It's like just melodic and relaxing, and you can't help but start to calm your mind down when you're listening to the Abide app. So I highly recommend that. Yes, Elizabeth, a white noise machine, that can also help too. Personally, I use earplugs and an eye mask every night too, and that has done wonders for my sleep. Wonders for my sleep. Just like how a white noise machine can help to kind of just drown out different things. For me, I'm so sensitive to light and to sound, and I always have been, that completely, even though I have a very dark bedroom, we have like blackout curtains, it's very dark, but even then, the smallest little bit of light still doesn't allow me to fully get into sleep. So I use an incredible eye mask. I can recommend things for you guys if you like. I have a few different companies I recommend. And then I also use high grade earplugs to just shut everything out. And for me, that was the key. I don't know why it took me so long until like 4 or 5 years ago into my adult life to finally implement these things. But man, I wish I would have had them sooner. They've made such a big difference for me. And so, yeah, Elizabeth, that Abide app is amazing. So now I want to share with you some essential oils and different things that you could do. And Suzanne says she uses earplugs too. Yes, oh my gosh. And the eye mask. I mean, if I don't have an eye mask with me, if I'm traveling or just don't have it for whatever reason, which is very rare, but my sleep is so difficult to get, and I have to literally bury my head in the covers to try to get enough darkness to simulate the eye mask. And so, game changer for me, that is for sure. Now, there's a few different essential oils that also have incredible properties that help your mind to calm down, and that can help to facilitate that good night's sleep. And so chamomile and lavender are definitely two of the big ones, but there's a very special kind of chamomile that you may not have heard of before, and I'm going to share that with you, and it is inside the sleep balm that I use. So I use this incredible sleep balm here. I know it's backwards for you, but what I want you to see about this sleep balm, do you see the color here? See if my camera will focus. But do you see that it's like this really teal, kind of bluish color? There's no artificial colors or anything in this, no artificial scents. Everything is from essential oils. But the reason that this is kind of blue, kind of teal color is because of using a Moroccan chamomile. So there's a few different common chamomiles out there. One of them is Roman chamomile. There's another more common one too. The name is just eluding me right now, but Moroccan chamomile is one of the most rare forms of chamomile found in the world from Morocco, and it is this beautiful deep blue color. The essential oil itself is this beautiful deep blue color, and the reason that is because it has a chemical in there called azulene, and it has a very high concentration of this chemical azulene. And so you can literally go online and search for azulene, and there's companies that sell it, and you'll see that it's just this beautiful blue. But it's very expensive because it's very, very rare. But it's what makes chamomile so effective in helping to calm your body and helping to calm your brain. This is what's so amazing to me is as the more and more I learn about essential oils and how they can help you, essential oils they make chemical reactions inside your brain. You're breathing it in, you're breathing in these essential oils, or you're putting them on topically, and they literally begin to create chemical reactions within your body that are helping to facilitate something, right? Our skin is a sponge, so whatever we put on it is going directly into our bloodstream and into our body, and then affecting into our brain. And so it is so powerful because azulene is the chemical inside chamomile that makes it so effective for just calming you down. Very, very similar to how tryptophan in turkey, you eat a lot of turkey at Thanksgiving and you're just like knocked out. There's tryptophan in there. It's very similar to that. So this sleep balm that I use is the most powerful one that I've ever come across because it is heavy in lavender and chamomile, but the specific form of chamomile, the most rare and most powerful form of chamomile. And so it's because the concentration of azulene is so high and it creates that beautiful deep blue color. So what I do there is, in addition to all the other things that we've talked about, that just, they create a routine for you. You may be like, this is so many things, how can I do all these things? Well, you're gonna get into the pattern, you're gonna get into a routine, and you just start creating that nighttime environment that is going to be the most optimal for you to get a fantastic and restorative. There's nothing like a restorative night's sleep for your body, both for your mental health and for your physical health. We need it. And so you create this nighttime routine that just cultivates the environment that's going to be so powerful for you. And what I do with the sleep balm is you rub it on the bottoms of your feet, because the bottoms of your feet have the largest pores in your body. So it's going to absorb into those pores the best. So you rub it onto the bottoms of your feet, and then you've rubbed it in, you've got it on your hands, you rub your hands together, you're bursting all those essential oil molecules, you're bursting them so that they're the most powerful that they can be. And then you cover your mouth and you breathe it in, and you breathe it in for at least 30 seconds of long, slow, deep breaths. So you've got it coming in from the bottom of your feet, you've got it coming in through your nose on your hands, and then any residual, it's not oily or greasy because this is made with pure farm fresh beeswax. It will never leave a greasy residue, but you then, any residual on your hands, you rub it on your neck, you rub it on your chest, and just the vapors of those essential oils will be coming through and helping you to literally just have the most incredible night's sleep. This little power-packed thing right here, this little balm tube, has saved many, many mamas from kiddos that will not go to sleep and kiddos that struggle with going to sleep as well. This is so powerful for babies and kiddos and for tired moms. Anybody that struggles with going to sleep, I highly recommend it as a tool in your arsenal among all the other things that we've recommended to help you create that natural environment of sleep. You know, the more that we can do natural things and cultivating our home environment to facilitate sleep, the less we would have to rely on, you know, pharmaceutical sleep aids. And it's not that those don't have a purpose here and there, but we don't want to have to be fully religiously relying on them if possible. So there's a lot of things that you can do to also help facilitate, but it's all about creating a routine. It's a routine. Your body works in circadian rhythms, 24-hour cycles. And so the more you can cultivate the similar routine happening every night, the more your body latches onto that, and it does it better and better and better and more powerfully for you when it's regulating your hormones that are being released or suppressed to help facilitate nighttime sleeping. And so help your body's circadian rhythm by doing a lot of the things that we've talked about today. So there we go. Elizabeth says she loves the sleep balm and it keeps you sleeping all night. I know, so amazing. I'm so glad that you have tried it. And if you are interested in this sleep balm, and we have other remedy balms from this company that are the most powerful that I've ever come across, if you're interested in that, feel free to comment below on this live video. Feel free to email me, melody@fit+faith.com. If you go to wildcraftedluxury.com, you can type that down below, wildcraftedluxury.com. At the bottom of that link, you'll find other ways to connect with me directly on Messenger and DM inside Instagram. So there's many ways that you can get a hold of me if you are interested in getting your hands on this little powerful little balm right here. So cheers to you. Tonight, I want you to think about what are some of the things that we talked about in ways you can cultivate that good night's sleep and how much it's going to benefit you mentally and physically in your health when you do. And so think about those tonight. I want you to implement at least one or two new ones that you haven't yet done. We went through a big list today of different things that you could do. And just cheers to a good night's sleep to you. All right, everybody, if you've got any questions, type them down below. I'll come back and be happy to answer those for you. And have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining me on our natural and non-toxic living session. And I'll see you later on the Fit+Faith Facebook page, in our Healthy Christian Women Facebook group, and in all the different ways that we're connected on social media. This is Dr. Melody with Fit+Faith. Have a great day, guys.